I wanted to take a moment to show you all the locks that I had created. Okay, I put them in my head. Those temporary dreadlocks, like these could be worn like for years if you like. Like the way I did it was that I'll show you the tutorial, but what I did was I took my natural hair, I put it in a part, I braided it down, twisted at the ends. The crochet locks that I had made, I actually hooked them through with a crochet needle, took my hair and wrapped it around above the dreadlock. And then I took some of the kinky curly hair that I had made and I just twisted around until it blended right into it. And so they already like ready. I made like 70 of them, but I ended up putting like 60 in my head so it wouldn't be heavy or anything like that. And the question is, are these heavy? No, but they could be if you put too many in, okay? So be mindful of how many you use, okay? But me, I want them kind of full because I plan on just wearing them down the whole entire time. I may pull it up here and there, but the whole purpose for me was just a protective style to see how I feel about doing my own permanent dreadlocks. My spirit has been leading me to go on that journey for the next 5 years. And I've worn, like I said, fake dreads, like all kinds. Again, these are mixed with human hair, okay? And I custom made them myself from scratch. No lie. So it took me like 2 weeks to create the whole thing before even putting them in my head, because that was even a spiritual journey for me. Like, for one, I deal with chronic pain in my hands and in my neck. I do have scoliosis, so I have a rod in my spine. I also too had a herniated disc in my cervical spine, so I have a metal object in there. And so sometimes I deal with constant radiation. I have osteoarthritis of the spine. So if you want to know more about that, leave it in the comment section. But it's just a little bit more difficult to do the things that I love to do. But overall, back to this. So it took me 2 weeks to create these, and I want to say I had to take my time. I had to be particular about how I wanted them. You know, I know I wanted to add some of these little things to them. I wanted them to look real rusty-fi, you know, ready to go. If I want to curl the ends, as you see, I have another one on here. If I want to curl the ends, I can do so. You know, first they were longer than me and my husband had a talk. And we was like, let me just cut it a little bit shorter. So it's still pretty long. You know, it's below the buttocks, but at first it was to my knees. So I was like, yeah, let's make it a little bit more appropriate, a little bit more short. Okay, but I love these. Again, this is what I was going for. If I did permanent dreadlocks on myself, I'll probably start out with something similar, maybe not as long. But again, this is just to get me prepared for when I want to take that journey. Because I'm feeling them. I keep just feeling in my spirit that's what I'm supposed to do for spiritual reasons. And me, I just have to listen to spirit. When it puts something on my heart, I try to go into meditation about it, get clarity on it, and then act upon it. So, you know, when that journey do happen, I'll tell you after it happens, not before. But for now, I'm going to wear this protective style just for the summer, okay, and see how I feel. And then I'll go from there. But what do you guys and gals think? Could you see me with permanent dreadlocks in my head? You know? Would you want to buy some extensions from me? You know? Custom make these too. Alright? So leave it in the comment section, you all. Like, and I did these myself, like on my own head. For those who don't know, I used to practice working in hair salons. I was a cosmetologist, licensed at age 19. I'm 40 now. So even before that, I've been doing my hair my whole life. Like my husband said, he's like, I never seen anybody do your hair before. Yeah, and I've been doing it for like over a decade. So, you know, with that being said, it's therapeutic for me. At first it used to be like, when I was younger, a teenager, I used to love to do my hair. And then I went through my 20s, not loving my hair. And then went into my 30s, like, change gotta come. Come on sis, let's do this. So I had went natural. And from there, I just started taking care of my hair, loving up on my hair. So, yeah, you know, this is so cool. I love it. It's gonna be the perfect hair for the summer. I already been getting a lot of compliments on it. Again, you like some of these made for yourself. All right, come on, sis. let me know. I custom make them and I can put them in. How about that? You can make a hair appointment with me. I do have Rakisha's Creations custom hair braiding services where I'm creating different styles, shapes, patterns, whatever style you want. I'm gonna give it to you, whatever color you want. I'm gonna give it to you. It's self-care, it's therapeutic. When I'm doing people's head, I'm gonna definitely see them smiling afterwards. A lot of people come to me with hair loss problems, alopecia, bald-headedness, you name it. I don't judge, you know. On this spiritual journey, just on this human journey, you know, we all gonna go through some things that make us, you know, feel a little different, but I'm here to tell you, baby. I'm gonna show you how to love upon yourself, so, you know, and give you that experience on how I treat myself when I do my hair. Because again, it's so very therapeutic for me to be able to touch my head, my scalp. So, you know, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video, or enjoyed this video. Okay? Yes. Hope you enjoy the video. Alright, well, I'm going to get into the tutorial. Back to it. Some drinking straws. What I did was, instead of using this, oh, you can use these. I use these or bobby pins. I took it and then unraveled it, like twisted spirally. And then I let it soak in some hot water until it got to this. Once it dried, I unraveled it to get this kind of look, okay? So I'll be using some of this as on the dreadlocks. Also too, some needle and thread, just regular thread. I want to use brown so I can see when I'm ready to take off these parts. If I need to, I can always just snip it. But I use this dark brown. I also too use this glue, as you see. I had it just laying around, even use the glue, but I've had this for a little second, not too long, but I had it just so I can use whenever I'm trying to create things. And I noticed this works really good because it's rubbery, but I use this too on the hair, okay, to get it to stay. Also too, you're going to need some string, so I use this type of string to get this effect of creating my own dreadlocks, okay. And I also too use this, so this comb is cool, it moves up and down. What I did was attach the cord from this end to this end, and then that's how I started my loops. You can use this part. It may be hard to take the things off. As you see how tight I got them, because I'm just going to pull my hair through it. I'll show you, I'll give you an idea of how this going to look. Also too, these tools right here, these are good for locking, okay. So that's how I got it to get like this, kind of had a dreadlock look. A pair of scissors, and yeah, you should be good. That's all. So if you need any more things, then feel free. You can use what type of hairs you want. Like I said, again, I use this type of hair. I'm indecisive if I'm going to add I have some more hair. I was thinking about adding maybe this curly hair to some parts, but I'm gonna see how I feel. I'm gonna just get through with what I'm doing first and then go back and see if I want to add anything extra. But alright, that's all. And welcome back to Rakisha's Creations. So as you see right now, I am creating my own dreadlocks. Yeah. Now these are synthetic. Okay, well, Kankaline. So they're not human, but they have a human-like feel. I did all these one by one. They're already been dipped, as you see. I'm doing the ends or whatnot to give it that little curly effect. These right here I've done too. Some of them are a little bit more Rastafari than the others. But yeah, I'm going to be adding human hair to the ends of them. So yeah, stay tuned. If you would like to have some locks made as well, don't hesitate to hit me up. Okay. And I can tell you about my pricing and everything, but yeah, for those who do not know, I have been wearing extensions, dreadlocks, like since the early 2000s. At that time, it was way before a lot of people knew about the wrapping method and everything. I know people used to always ask me, how you do your dreadlocks? And I would never tell my secrets at the time, but now everybody doing it, and I didn't have to tell the secret. So I guess great minds just think alike. But now that I know, and then you know, you want some dreadlocks made that feels very realistic, human-like, a little messy, not too perfect. Hit me up. All right. Hi. So what I am going to do, because I realized in my video that I did not show you actually how I created my dreadlocks or the lock extensions. Okay, so I'm going to show you briefly 2 ways of doing it. I'm going to show you the way that I actually did it with this reddish looking 99J hair, so you can see it better, and then I'm going to show you a different method for those who want to do it a little bit quicker. Okay, so for starters, what I did was took, not too big of a piece, but about this much hair. Okay, and what you're going to do to create the loop, you're going to take it like this. Okay, opposite direction. You see how I got that looking? Took the hair, put it on a string, and I did that. Okay, then I take this little bitty piece right here. Okay, take a little piece, separate it once I got that, and then I'm gonna tie it in a loop around. So now I got a loop, as you see, and I'm gonna do it one more time. If you want to really secure that, you can. And mind you, this kind of lock is not for you to wrap your hair within the inside of it, okay? This type of lock is going to be for you to put your hair through. Okay, so happens if you part your hair, you put it in a plait, right, and you pull your hair, crochet it with a crochet needle, okay, and you put your hair through there, and then you wrap your hair above it, or you can leave your hair just hanging in it, okay? And then what you do is, well, that's just how you put it on. But what I did next is that I took maybe this much, and I just started wrapping it. Okay, as you see, I'm just wrapping it. And you don't have to put a lot of tension, because as you see, it's kind of like wrapping itself. So this is the biggest part, but I'm just taking a little part. And what you're going to do, you're just going to wrap it all the way down. Okay, I'm going to pull it up some more so you can see it. You're just going to wrap it all the way down. All the way down. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Until you get it evenly. Like right now I'm not making this perfect, but I just want you to get the gist. And once you get to the bottom, like what I did for the other locks, once I got to the bottom, I sealed it. Okay, and once I sealed it, then you can either take the drinking straws that I was telling you about and wrap it around, right? Have them any time as you want. And then dip them in boiling hot water. Be very, very careful with the water. You can let it cool off just a little bit. It depends on the type of hair you have. This hair right here, it doesn't take much for it to go ahead and form a curl. So just be very mindful, you guys, when you're using boiling water, to have some gloves on, a towel, or have some assistance, but just wrapping that around, okay? That method, all right? And it's gonna stay in place. I wanna show you something though, okay? Just to give you an idea. And then what I did, I glued and sewed some human hair onto the ends of the dreadlocks that I did create. All right, so that's that method. You just wrap it, take a little small piece, wrap it all the way down, seal it, and then you can, if you want to keep your ends with this type of hair, you don't plan on having it for long, you can just curl it with rods, you can just dip it plain, you can leave it free. But if you want to add human hair, what I did was once I had sealed that part, I cut that off, and then I put the human hair on the end of it, out right there where the end part is at. You put the human hair right there, and then the human hair takes the place of it. And what I did was just wrap like a little bit of a kinky curly hair that I had created around it, so it would look like it wasn't even, not in there in the first place. Now, another method I want to show you is how to use this needle, okay, to get what you're trying to get. So again, make your little loop, take a little piece of hair, okay, and you just create your loop. Alright, it's a little difficult to do it on here while I'm trying to show you, but you get the gist. So this circle can be adjusted, enough room for the hair to go through. And another method you can do is kind of like back comb it. Back comb it a little bit. You don't have to be super aggressive, but I'm gonna just give you a gist. Back comb it, and then what you do is you take your crochet needle. Right now, I wouldn't suggest you using this if you have never used it before, because these little ends right here, are sharp, okay, and they can poke you. So be very, very careful. I'm using the 0.5 millimeter. I'm using the 2-prong ones, okay? Just to help me move a little bit faster. I've used the 3 before, and I've used the 1 before. But what I'm doing is I'm just going slightly through it. As you see, getting the hair to kink up a little bit. And then as I'm doing that, I'm forming a lock. So I like to start in the middle and then work my way up and then work my way down. Okay? And as I'm doing it, you see, it's starting to mat up a little bit. And then a palm roll. Kind of hard to palm roll right here, only because I got this on this unsteady thing. But you get the gist of it. Alright. So you just keep doing this all the way down. I'm not going to bore you, but you keep doing this all the way down, and that creates an instant lock. Okay? Like I said again, be mindful to be careful. You know, you're going like this. But as you see, it's in place. It's forming the lock for you. You see that? It's forming the lock for you. So this is optional as well. You know, if you don't want to go the whole wrapping method. But this right here is a little bit more time consuming. Again, I wouldn't suggest you use this if you've never used it before. It takes practice. Like I said, you most definitely can poke yourself. So just, you know, use caution. Have a thumb, you know, protected on, or finger protectant. Have some gloves on, or let someone else do it. But again, if you would like to have some dreadlocks made by me, do let me know, and I can create some for you. Okay? So that's how it looks, so to speak, with that kind of hair. And yeah, that's all I have right now. Yes, as you see, I'm loving this. Tell me you loving this too. So these are the finishing results. I'm so glad I created these. It was so much fun. It took me a while, but it was totally worth it. I can reuse these over and over and over again. They are very long. I did not measure them. No, I did not. But as you can see, they long. Super long. They're gorgeous. Again, they look very realistic. And, you know, they're a mixed blend. So I hope you enjoyed this. Yes. Yes. Yes, back to school special. Who is ready? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Go ahead and check out my shop, Lakeisha's Creations. Let's talk. I have 2 shops where you can shop for like all types of paraphernalia. Thank you to those who have been supporting my channel. Thank you. Yeah. Shout out to Jamelia.
Yes, welcome to Lakeisha's Creations. Let's talk. Join membership program. If you have not already, go ahead and go to my homepage and click that button. And if you have an iPhone, not to worry, you can still join from a non-iOS device or from your laptop. Yes, and you get to choose which package works best for you to receive multiple discounts monthly. So what you waiting for? Go ahead and click that button and join today. And let's get to it. #Loyals. Woo-hoo.